councilors' report, I would like to just begin tonight by congratulating all the city councilors in the recent election from last week, starting with Councilor Lydia Edwards, our city councilor at large, Michelle Wu, and Michael Flaherty, Anissa Asadi George, and there's, in case you guys haven't paid attention, with the recount for the 4th city councilor at large seat between Julia Mejia and Alejandra Nicole Sanguilla. So that the 4th seat will be settled soon. I think we're in a few-ish recent. But so needless to say, congratulations to everyone on last week's election. I'd also like to thank everyone who turned out and participated in the North End Clean Streets Initiative's first annual cleanup that took place November 2nd. Just really appreciate all the businesses as well who came outside to sweep the front steps at 11 o'clock in the morning. Also wanted to make note that City Council's Committee on Housing and Community Development has a hearing scheduled for Thursday at 1 p.m. on the 5th floor of City Hall regarding the implementation of short-term rental ordinance. So that's for the Airbnb legislation and how it's going to be implemented throughout the city. So if you're interested in attending that meeting, please feel free to attend that meeting at 1 o'clock, City Hall, 5th floor. Also want to make note that the 10th annual Holiday Toy Drive in memory of Mark Frateroli to benefit the Italian Home for Children in Jamaica Plain is in full swing and accepting donations through December 17th. Please drop off new unwrapped toys and art supplies for boys and girls aged 4 to 14 at either Lucia's, Filippo's, or Ducali's. And then the final item of my report is that we have approved our early application review amendment to our NEWNC bylaws, which is going to permit applicants to reach out to the council at least with a month's notice for projects that are going to take an extended amount of time between coordinating with the butters and petitioners to figure out any issues that they're having with their current projects. We can help guide them figure out what needs to be done with their plans. What they'll then do is take our considerations and file their ZBA application for a formal hearing in front of the council, which will then be voted on. So then I will turn it to our reports from offices of local elected officials, starting with Maria Lanza.
Hi everyone, Maria Lanza, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Just a couple of updates from the city. First and foremost, today the mayor issued some safety guidelines for residents ahead of the cold weather tomorrow. So tomorrow morning temperatures are expected to drop drastically, and between 19 and 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind gusts are expected to range from 13 to 17 miles per hour, so it'll make it feel around 4 to 17 degrees tomorrow. So please bundle up, check on your neighbors, elderly neighbors, or other individuals who may be in need of help. You can always find homelessness services and other things. If you see somebody in need of shelter or housing, you can find that on boston.gov/homelessness. And if you want to sign up for emergency alerts, so this is kind of for the winter, through the city of Boston, it's called Alert Boston, so you can sign up via the city's website, go to boston.gov/cold for all pertinent information, but this will help with parking bans during the snow or school shutdown, city hall. All those notifications can be found at boston.gov. You can always call 311, the city's 24-hour emergency hotline. Secondly, last week, Mayor Walsh announced milestone reaches of implementation with the Go Boston 2030 projects. So over half of the projects in the Go Boston 2030 plan, which is the city's updated comprehensive transportation plan, are now, with more than 58 of the projects and policies identified in the plan are currently underway. So 21 projects are already in implementation and 17 in design. All these projects are hoped to be complete by 2030 and will obviously update mobility, walkability, bikeability around the city. There's also a new website that has all the projects in one place. So if you go to boston.gov/GoBoston2030, you can find different projects. The North Washington Street Bike Lane is on it, Connect Historic Boston. So we do have a couple of projects here in the neighborhood, so feel free to check it out on a citywide scale. And then just a couple of events. Please mark your calendars because the Mayor's Enchanted Trolley Tour is going to be Sunday, December 8th, starting at 3 o'clock, and this will return back to the Paul Revere Mall. So at the Prado, last year we took a break. We had a couple of sites under construction, but this year we're back. So be sure that that's Sunday, December 8th at 3 o'clock at the Prado. And then 2 upcoming BPDA meetings this month. So the Parcel 2, this is the Parcel 2 Park with Mass DOT in conjunction with the Rose Kennedy Greenway. The Preferred Design Progress meeting, so this is meeting number 4. This meeting will take place next Tuesday, November 19th, and this is from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at City Hall in the BPDA boardroom, which is room 900 on the 9th floor. So the team will provide an overview of the feedback collected during the 3rd public meeting and the Concept Designs online survey, and this will guide the selection and the future progression of the preferred park design. And then secondly, the Urban Renewal Community Meeting for the Downtown Waterfront Faneuil Hall area. The BPDA will be hosting surrounding community to discuss updates to the Downtown Waterfront Faneuil Hall Urban Renewal Plan. This will be Thursday, November 21st from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. also at City Hall, also in the BPDA boardroom, room 900 on the 9th floor. And so they've been, the BPDA has been going around the city and holding meetings for different urban renewal plans. This is for the Downtown Waterfront Faneuil Hall area. That's all I have. Stay warm.
Excellent. Thank you, Maria. I now turn to Luigi Natale, Attorney General Von Corey's office with any updates.
Just here to listen.
Excellent. So, any other representatives from offices of local elected officials here? No? Okay. So, we have nothing to report from the Public Safety Committee. The meeting was last Thursday. Keep in mind that all public safety meetings are the first Thursday of every month at 6 p.m. in this room. I would like to now turn to Carmen
Yeah,
Guarino.
just a brief update. Our last meeting was early September, so I updated everybody at the September meeting. Our next meeting will be on December 17th. It's just one event. There's a lot of things going on. If you go to rosekennedygreenway.com, it talks all about our events, but one nice event coming up on December 8th, Sunday, the Candlelit Labyrinth Walk in Peace and Harmony. It's at the Armenian Heritage Park. You can tie a ribbon and your wish on a wishing tree, and there'll be a little small candlelight walk around the park. It'll be 4:30 to 5:30 on December 8th. There'll be hot chocolate in accordance with the memo of luscious cookies. So hope you guys can make it.
Excellent. As for the Harborford Neighborhood Alliance, the meeting is tomorrow night, so nothing has changed since last meeting. They're still working on governance for the organization. But this Saturday, November 16th, the Friends of the Boston Harbor Walk are hosting a walking tour of the North End and Charlestown Navy Yard, starting at the Mirabella Pool location at 10 a.m. and ending in the Charlestown Navy Yard around 12:30. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. You can search for Friends of the Boston Harbor Walk. Tickets are $10, and the donations go back to Friends of the Boston Harbor Walk, whose aims at creating awareness and public enjoyment along the Harbor Walk. So, if you have nothing on Saturday and you would like to go check it out, please feel free. Now moving on to Rough Liaison, Ashley Leo.
Yep, so a few updates from Rough. The park will be cleaned in the coming weeks to prepare for the winter, and the water will be shut off as well. November is a month of giving from Rough, and this year they're supporting the Animal Rescue League. So please consider donating. You can drop off donations to Polka Dog. If you go to the website, there's a list of items that they're looking for donations. And that's Polka Dog in the North End location. December 3rd is the Global Day of Giving, and we just ask that you please consider giving to Rough on this day. Again, you can visit their website for more information, or the Facebook, any social media site that they have. And finally, on December 8th, there's a lot going on that day in the North End, and at 1 o'clock, Santa Paws will be visiting the dog park. And it's an event for family and dogs, and you can have your photos taken with Santa, with your dog and your kids, or just you. And that's it.
Thank you, Ashley. Moving on to Resident Parking Traffic Committee, Joey Fowler.
Yes, so we have the results of the resident poll as to the issues of interest regarding parking traffic. We had a tie between potential designated pickup areas for ride-hailing services and other, 29%. And that, with regard to the ride-hailing service pilot, that is a pilot program that I believe is only in Fenway at the moment. That is part of the Boston Go 2030 that Maria had mentioned earlier, that pilot program. We are reaching out to the city to see if there's any likelihood of extending that into the north end or other areas. But stay tuned, we're still looking into that. As to the 29% you said other, we do appreciate feedback on specific issues that anyone would like us to address. Other issues were general availability and sufficiency of parking spaces, street cleaning issues, and the North Washington Bridge replacement. On that, with regard to the North Washington Street Bridge, fairly similar this month, where off-peak daytime lane reduction will continue both ways, 1 of 2 lanes, and all turn movements will be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekdays and overnight. Again, to reiterate what Maria said on the Boston 2030, go to the Boston.gov website. The Transportation Department has the Boston 2030 plan. And if you're interested, the specific projects that are either underway or under consideration or under design are on the Smart Streets link on that, which includes the ride-hailing pilot project, the design standards for climate readiness for our roadways, and as well as the ferry out of Long Wharf. Those are issues that address our neighborhoods.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jody. John?
Just 2 quick things, since we're all on December 8th. That's when the Santa Agripina Society is doing their 25th annual event for the kids, children under 10. All you need to do is register. You can come check out Santa after he leaves the dog park, of course, and then get a free gift. So if you want to register, certainly talk to me about that or email them, but that's a great program in its 25th year. And also, I just want to quickly say Friday night we had our 4th annual, I guess, basketball bonanza here. So thank you to the Nazaro Center's director, who was just in here a minute ago, Steve Siciliano and his crew, and Maria Lands in the back, who had, we had over 40 kids in here, and she was in charge of giving them pizza and t-shirts. So if you can imagine 40 kids and free pizza, everybody should give her a gift for Christmas. So, but thank you to her, thank you to everybody that was involved. It benefits all the North End community, so great.